This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for October 18, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, Jamaican man charged with a Canadian wife's murder in Clarendon. A 28-year-old man has been charged with murder following the death of his wife in Portland Cottage, Clarendon in May. Charged is Rory Palmer, a fisherman of Portland Cottage in the parish. Dead is 28-year-old Jada Whitehead of Mars, Toronto, Canada, and the Shearers Heights, Portland Cottage, Clarendon. Reports from the Lionel Town Police are that at about 4 p.m. on May 12, Palmer and his spouse had a dispute that got physical. It is reported that Palmer threw a fan at her, hitting her in the face, after which he slammed her head into a wall several times. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, Whitehead was seen lying in a bed unresponsive. She was taken to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. Palmer was taken into custody and initially charged with assault occasioning grievous bodily harm. Following extensive investigation and a consultation with the personnel from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution and the Crime Office, his charge was upgraded to murder, the police said. Whitehead, who was a school board employee in Toronto, was reportedly visiting Palmer to celebrate their wedding anniversary. Man held nearly a year after allegedly stabbing man to death over rent. A 34-year-old man has been slapped with murder charges after he allegedly stabbed a man to death during a dispute in Kingston in December 2022. Charged is Cedric Powell, otherwise called Percy, and the Lullaboy, a party contractor of Bloomsbury Road, Kingston 10. Dead is a 36-year-old Patrick Newby of Venables Crescent, Kingston 11. Reports from the Huntsby police are that about 7:30 a.m., Powell and Newby had an argument about rent when Powell used a knife to inflict a wound to Newby's chest. He was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. On October 8, 2023, about 11 a.m., an intelligence-led operation was done at Oteria's Bay Beach by police personnel attached to the St. Anne Division when Powell was seen and arrested. He was subsequently charged after a question-and-answer interview. Shortman charged with murder of GC Foster VP Gibbs Williams. A 40-year-old man is the second person to be charged with murder following the shooting death of Gibbs Williams, the vice principal of GC Foster College on Megaway, Portmore, St. Catherine, on October 6. O'Dane Watson, otherwise called the Shortman, of Duff Street, Kingston 13, was charged with murder, aiding and abetting robbery with aggravation, being a participant in a criminal organization, making use of a firearm to commit a felony, possession of a prohibited firearm, and unauthorized possession of ammunition, 5 days after charges were laid against his alleged 21-year-old accomplice, Jerome Hills. Reports are that about 12:15 p.m., Williams, 55, was in the process of leaving a hospital complex when he was attacked by the suspects and shot. The police were alerted and he was taken to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Following an investigation, Watson was arrested and charged after he was interviewed in the presence of his attorney on Tuesday, October 17. Teen girl accused of robbing in-driver of motor vehicle. A 17-year-old girl has been charged after she and the 2 men allegedly robbed an in-driver of his motor car on Arnold Road, Kingston 4 in August. The teen, who is of a Venus Avenue, Kingston 17 address, has been charged with robbery with aggravation. Reports are that about 1 p.m., the teen, along with 2 other men, requested pickup from the area using the in-driver application. It is reported that the taxi operator on arrival of the request was robbed of his Toyota Probox motor car. The matter was reported to the police. She was subsequently arrested and charged after a question-and-answer session in the presence of an attorney and was positively identified by the complainant during a visual identification parade. Senior citizen dies from head injuries sustained in a fight. A St. Anne man who was hospitalized after he suffered head injuries during a physical confrontation with another man has died. He has been identified as Audley Cameron, a 66-year-old farmer of Bohemia District, Cave Valley in St. Anne. Cameron died about 5 p.m. on Tuesday at the Percy Junior Hospital, where he has been admitted for 3 days. It is reported that on October 14, Cameron and another man had a dispute and Cameron was pushed. Cameron fell and suffered a blow to the head. He was taken to the hospital. Alleged St. Catherine hitman charged with another murder. 31-year-old painter Corey Rutherford, otherwise called the Mad One, of Fraser's Content, St. Catherine, has been charged with the murder of Chinese businessman 39-year-old Zinkyu in July 2018. He is also charged with burglary in relation to the incident on Featherbed Lane, Spanish Town. It is reported that about 6 a.m. on July 21, 2018, Rutherford and men broke and entered into Q's private quarters and bound his hands and feet. They proceeded to inflict several cut wounds to his body and head. The men then escaped. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. Rutherford was arrested and charged after a question and answer session. The St. Catherine North Police have also charged Rutherford, who is alleged to be a hitman, in relation to the murder of an American, Shernet Hammond, on September 23. Hammond was shot and killed while traveling in a taxi from a funeral at a Meadowrest in St. Catherine. The police are probing Rutherford's possible involvement in 2 other murders in the Fraser's Content area of St. Catherine. Correctional officers restive over Finance Ministry's delayed response on salary review. There were slight disruptions to operations at some penal institutions across Jamaica on Wednesday morning, as the correctional officers who turned up for work were reluctant to perform their duties. Arlington Turner, chairman of the Jamaica Federation of Corrections, confirmed that there was some disquiet Wednesday morning. "I can guarantee you now the officers are back at work. They didn't withdraw their services. The officers did report for duty, but were demanding some answers from the Ministry of Finance," Turner said. Turner said a letter sent to the Finance Ministry on October 6 has not been responded to. The correctional officers are reportedly not happy with the salary under the new compensation review, and Turner said an agreement was not signed. Rightly so, as a union, we support the correctional officers wholeheartedly, Turner said. Some of the institutions that were reportedly affected included the Horizon Adult Remand Center and the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center in Kingston. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.